Hello, my fellow fallible human. My name is Tanya McIntyre. I'm a certified CBT practitioner, a mental health professional, or fitness trainer, as I like to say as well. I also am the owner-operator of Mental Health Fitness Alliance and Red Roof Recovery in the beautiful lakeside town of Goderich, Ontario, Canada. Thanks very much for tuning in to this podcast that I do now in a format that is short and sweet, since our attention span seems to be shortening in this digital age. So today I'm going to talk to you about something that I created to help me remain free from my addictions. It's called Formula A for Better Mental Health. When I find myself stressed or depressed, it's really important for me to find ways to cope that won't lead me back into addictions. So I've developed this formula that helps me reduce anxiety, increase my energy levels, and enhance my mood. I call it my Formula A, and it has just 4 simple ingredients: awareness, avoidance, attention, and acceptance. So we'll start with awareness, because awareness, is the first step to progress. We have to be aware of things before we can do anything to change it. So awareness of my thoughts can help me to recognize that most of them are repetitive and negative and unhelpful. So being aware of this makes it easier for me to do something that I like to call catch it, check it, change it. I love these snappy slogans because they're memorable, and repetition seems to be the mother of learning, for me especially. So the catch it, check it, change it tool comes from cognitive behavioral therapies. And that sounds complicated, but it's not. It's cognition. Cognition is just thought. So we are dissecting our thoughts because most of them are negative and unhelpful. So this catch it, check it, change it helps me stay aware of that fact. And then as soon as I say, wait a second, hold on, there it goes again, that itty bitty shitty committee that never shuts up. So I catch it. I catch the unhelpful thoughts, and then I can check it using tools from cognitive behavioral therapies, and then I can change it to a more helpful thought. This all came to me from one of my favorite doctors. He's a pioneer in cognitive therapies. His name is Dr. David Burns. You can learn more about him on his website, feelinggood.com. He has a couple of bestsellers now, the Feeling Good book from the 70s, and then he followed it up just in this decade with Feeling Great. Yes, he likes to keep things simple. And Dr. Burns also created this list of the 10 most common cognitive distortions. It's a term I don't really like a lot because when we're having thought distortions, they certainly don't feel like they're distorted thoughts. They feel very real at the time. So I just prefer to call them unhelpful thoughts. Many of us have these unhelpful thought patterns, and once we learn to recognize them, we can develop an ability to quickly change them to more helpful thinking patterns. I'll give you just a quick example. When you think, I should have done better, how many times have you said that? Oh, I should have done better. I should have said this or whatever. We call that shoulding ourselves. We catch it as an unhelpful thought. We use critical words like should and must, those masturbations that can make us feel like we failed, right? And that can just lead us down that vortex to anger, frustration, lack of motivation. So that's catching it. Oh yeah, okay, so there it is again. It's an unhelpful thought. I'm shooting myself, I'm masturbating, and then we move into the check it phase with a CBT tool. So we can ask it some questions, the 4 questions. Like, number 1, where's the evidence that supports this belief or attitude? Number 2, if it's lacking the evidence, what does that suggest to me? Number 3, does this attitude help me get to where I want to go, or does it diminish my motivation and keep me from getting where I want to go? And then the 4th question, what attitude or belief could better help me achieve my goal and help me get to where I want? And then we change it with a more helpful and less rigid thought, like I can learn to do better, I can strive to do my best, and my best is good enough, right? We're all fallible humans. And we don't fail, we just learn. They're opportunities for learning. And then the other A is the avoidance of people, places, things, people, situations, circumstances that can potentially lead us into disturbing thoughts. Because our diet is more than what we eat. It's also what we watch, it's what we read, it's what we listen to, and definitely who we spend our time with, right? We become the company we keep. So it's really important to keep good company. And that wasn't easy for me to do when I was, fighting for my freedom from addictions. I was hanging around with people who were using all the time. It was normalized to me. So I had to make those critical choices that were not easy to make. I had to create a new network of friends. Never easy to do, especially later on in life. But I've done it, and now I've created a life I never need to escape from again. It's worth the efforts. It's worth the change. So make this conscious effort. Do things like watching uplifting programs, reading inspiring stories, listen to music with positive lyrics, and keep the company of people who are lifting you up. Very, very important, because we do become the company we keep. Focus your attention on things you can change. There is great power in knowing that the only thing we can control in our lives is ourselves. I have a new serenity prayer. Grant me the serenity to accept the people I cannot change, the courage to change the one I can, and the wisdom to know it's me. And the other A is acceptance, that life can sometimes be challenging and that we humans are fallible people. We're doing our best to navigate life the best way we know how. Unconditional acceptance of ourselves, of others, and of life fosters better mental health. Please remember to talk to yourself and treat yourself like you talk to and treat your best friends. Use encouraging, supportive, compassionate language. And if you would like a copy of that 10 list, that 10 common cognitive distortion list created by Dr. Burns back in the 70s, email me at redroofrecovery@gmail.com. I'll also send you this cute little control meme for a visual reminder to stay focused on what's within your control. And I hope you have found this helpful. If so, please share it with friends and family. I would certainly appreciate that. My name is Tanya McIntyre. I'm a certified CBT practitioner, mental health professional, mental health fitness trainer, owner-operator of Mental Health Fitness Alliance and Red Roof Recovery in the beautiful lakeside town of Goderich, Ontario, Canada. My wish for you is to love always, live well, laugh often, and try your best to stay as positive as possible. May the force be with you, and remember, you are the force.